Tonight, from CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks taking on Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup here in Week 3 between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's Desmond King on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Desmond King on the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Austin Eckler, the
first play of the drive, going for 14 and a first down.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year. Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He's in the top 10 in the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and all-purpose yards.
18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Austin Eckler, the ball carrier.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Herbert.
That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Running on first down, Eckler. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
The Seahawks.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Ball carrier.
That's a really nice play. Be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. On second down, Eckler. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. He's got daylight. 20, 10. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone.
That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25. At their own 25. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Herbert. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
13 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
These preseason games are big in the development of rookie receivers, and now their teams want to see if they're going to be truly NFL caliber. So oftentimes, offensive coordinators will call certain plays to see how they react. Give them a big check mark for that one.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 2nd and 4. They can still get a first down without scoring. The handoff, it's Eckler, and that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Eckler, the Charger ball.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain, but I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The score, Seahawks 7, Chargers.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
At their own 25-yard line.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Open man is Jacob Hollister. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A 6-yard pickup.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
52.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
The Chargers.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. They also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
That throw into the arms of Allen. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brings up
One of the selling points at the end route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now left side on the swing pass. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
And this one complete to Reed. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Complete. It's Henry. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
14-yard line.
Herbert throwing again. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Justin Herbert.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Man, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Out to the left here to Reed. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
34 yards.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
Field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
Badgley able to knock this one through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
Chargers.
So yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even...
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is recovered by the Chargers. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Most teams in the league hitting the 3-quarter pole in the preseason. The whole league will be in action next Thursday night to wrap it all up. And then we start for real a week after that with the NFL kickoff game. In our game, expect to see the starters for at least one more drive. Something to look forward to as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Our starters likely to be out there for the 3rd quarter as we get back underway in this 2nd half. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They run again with Carson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Wilson now to throw on third down. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
32-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10. At about the 32. He'll hand off here to Eckler. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Herbert. It's Williams on the catch. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
First down, Chargers.
On 1st and 10, Herbert over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. That'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Draw play, it's Eckler. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him done.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. From the gun, Herbert. He's got Allen. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Chargers.
On first down, Justin Herbert looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant.
Herbert's pass.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen. 27 yards, and the Chargers have taken the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline, because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive, and also give him a first down.
At the 42-yard line.
49, guys. Mike, 49. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, he lets it fly for Lockett, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Going for it all. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Wilson now off the bootleg. That's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Getting set to go again here on offense. Keenan Allen marches back onto the field. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good. But there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Man, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And he's a high draft pick, so maybe a bit of a mulligan, but you never want to throw a preseason interception, especially as a rookie.
No, but this is the time to do it, right? Let's get the kinks out. He's still got to learn how to read coverages, still has to learn the entire offense, has to see how he fits with the players around him. The bottom line is what you said right in the beginning. He's a high draft pick. They want him on the field sooner rather than later, so let's keep giving him some reps and seeing what they have.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They run it again with Hyde. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
3rd and 11.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Third and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. From the shotgun, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
After the big play, a chance to finish. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
L.A. readies for its next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Once more, here's Eckler. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. This is Eckler, and he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
So after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway and a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on third down.
Would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
A loss of 5 yards.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They start the drive with Hyde. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
Yeah, at the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Colby Parkinson there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
So out come the Chargers. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. He's going to look deep for more, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Yards to go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And Anderson's got it. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Rosen again on 2nd and 10. Going back to Moore. This time he's got it complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to go back to Moore there, but it's going to be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They want to go to the air again with Rosen. Again, he targets Moore. This one is complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Rosen to throw again. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And no, it's incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Los Angeles.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Taylor. They'll roll him out right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Taylor. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 50-yard line.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Taylor to throw. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Rosen will throw. He's going to look deep for Moore. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. It brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Rosen. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Rosen. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Rosen to throw. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Working with a 2nd and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get it behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
4 yards.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Rosen to a knee, and that ought to do it. Well, partner, it's just preseason, but it always feels good to be in victory formation, taking the knee for the W.
Yeah, I've often thought to myself when I watch these preseason games, some teams need the wins more than others. You know, if you're established and you're used to winning, not quite the same. But if you're trying to learn how to win, it's important to get it done. And to be able to kneel down at the end, even better.
A loss of a yard.
So the victory here for Seattle, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.